Willkommen zu einer neuen Folge L.A Noire. Ja, der Quietschestuhl ist auch schon wieder dabei. So. Wir sind auf dem Weg. Warum fahre ich denn eigentlich? Komm, aussteigen. Lass mal unseren Partner fahren. Der kann es besser als ich. Ich verkack das nur wieder. Wir sind auf jeden Fall auf dem Weg zu dem Arbeitsplatz von Clemens. Ich gehe mal davon aus, dass er nicht der Mörder ist. Obwohl er eigentlich das größte Motiv dafür hat. Tatsache, er arbeitet an einem blauen Haus.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Fragen wir mal nach.
You know Reginald Barley?
No? Can't say I do.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Barley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat
Da
hires
sind ja nur Lügner hier.
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
Oh, weil das ist die größte Lüge.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Na, wegen dem Flugblatt, du Depp. So, wo ist das?
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Da hat er ja nochmal Glück gehabt. Gut. Dann gucken wir mal. Orte. Fahren wir mal zu Valerian. Oder? Nee, komm, wir holen uns gleich mal... Wir holen uns Ryan.
You're behind the wheel.
Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Aha, ein grünes Haus.
Are you
Keine
Matthew
Mütze auf.
Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs. Arson Squad.
Arson.
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said...
Son of a bitch.
Also in der Zeit, wo der den Motor angemacht hätte, hätte man schon längst bei ihm sein Kollegen rausziehen können.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the mayor. Enough games, fella. Take this guy out.
Oh, jetzt dreht er nicht so, wie ich das möchte, ne?
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Deswegen fahren wir jetzt auf der Straße so. Und nicht wieder auf Dings fahren, Mensch.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Ja, Mensch. Meine Güte. Hätte ich auch stehen bleiben können, der Junge. Jetzt schieß doch.
One traffic stop coming up.
Jesus, what is he doing?
The tram! Oh, Jesus!
Wieso kann ich nicht mehr fahren? Rennen wir da mal hin. Das hat auch eben unser Auto zerpflückt. Unglaublich.
Put your hands where I can see them. Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
War das wieder eine aufregende Verfolgungsjagd? Und unser Auto ist repariert. Halleluja. So, jetzt brauchen wir ja nur noch den einen im Bunde. Orte.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Warum steigt er aus?
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been... Son of a bitch!
Hat er nicht gesagt.
You were in combat.
In 1917. No, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
KGPL to any central unit. Meet the officer. A hit-and-run felony at 6th and Alvarado. Any unit able to handle code 2 identified.
1917, das heißt, er war im Ersten Weltkrieg. Interessant. So, dann muss er hier sein.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Oh Mensch, was ist denn bei den Leuten alles falsch?
Come on, Varley. Can't keep running forever.
Warum müssen die immer wegrennen? Haben die keine Hobbys oder... Ja. Wieder so ein Bulldozer,
Run
ey.
all the way from Michigan, Reginald?
Na komm, nicht kriegen wir doch. Bevor du das Auto reißt. Warum hat er einen Anzug an? Ja. Skurril.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the scene.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Ja, Tiere sind verrückt.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Na, wohin wir? Ins Police Department. Jetzt geht's darum, den rauszufinden, wer das war. wer unser Brandstifter des Jahres ist. Dann gehen wir mal rein.
I have two suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
The thing was, he was a really nice guy. I felt lousy tolerating him.
Also, wer war jetzt wo? Also, Ryan in 1 und Varley in 2. Dann gehen wir doch mal zuerst in 2 rein. Interview Room 2. Und reden mal mit dem Kleinen.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Das ist ja wohl die
Why are you
Mega-Lüge.
lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Ja, mit dem
Your name
Protokoll,
is
ne?
on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
Gucken wir mal. Haben wir was dagegen? Ja, wir haben was dagegen. Also beschuldigen wir den mal.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Natürlich, mit der Aussage hier, du Lauch.
Clemens says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Ja. Also würde ich sagen, definitiv eine
I
Lüge.
don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Ja. Diese hässlichen, wie heißen die? Mückenspiralen? Da.
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on! Those things
They belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
You think the vice boys get any on the side?
Genau, also ich will vorher nochmal den anderen interviewen. Das wäre ja sonst verschwendete Zeit. Aber wo ist denn Interviewraum 1? Interviewraum 1, da.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
Fragen wir mal nach
Do you
diesem
want to
hässlichen
change the
Wetter.
world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part.
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mega die
This is
Lüge.
industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Boah, das ist ja richtig schlecht hier. Wo ist denn das? Wo sind denn diese Flugblätter? Genau.
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-Heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them.
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
So, dann fragen wir mal über dieses
Do you know
Insta-Heat-Scheiß.
how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Mega die Lügen.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
Oh Mann, oh Meter. Okay, fragen wir
Can you
mal
tell
nach
me
diesem
about the
Dings.
Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing?
Eindeutig nur. Also wir haben nichts, um ihn da zu überführen. Deswegen, ja, zweimal Mann.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Barley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Mhm. Okay, fragen wir
You
mal
have
den
a
Vorstrafen.
history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Mega die Lüge.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
Oh Gott, wo ist denn die Ryans Polizeiakte? Da ist sie.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
Tja. Eindeutig ist er das.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Nee, aber dafür haben wir einen Kommunisten weniger im Land.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp on my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
Na toll. Nun gut, wir haben einen Kommunisten jetzt weniger. Von dem her, wenn der Part bisher euch gefallen hat, lasst einen Daumen hoch da oder ein Abo. Ich würde mich jedenfalls darüber freuen und dann sehen wir uns in der nächsten Folge wieder bei L.A Noire.